Why settle for average when you can have it all? Step into your local GNC and grab the full lineup. And get bucked up products like pre-workouts, lightly carbonated protein, energy drinks, gummies, and so much more. Every product, every flavor. Whatever your goal, GNC has the fuel. Stock up and get bucked up at GNC nationwide.
In the fight, recovery is everything.
Beyond mindset, beyond muscles, they work on that deeper frequency.
After just one track, my thoughts carry more weight.
They recalibrate my whole system.
Elevate your game.
Like a mental reset button.
They synchronize my brainwaves.
That's why I use Rasha.
Real champions use Rasha. Own your excellence. Rasha Scalar Sonic headphones.
Okay, so this is a true story from the Alp archives. Actually, this happened a week ago today. Sitting having coffee with my wife, my hot blonde wife, and she throws in an Alp, 9 milligram tropical fruit, and she looks me straight in the face and says verbatim, "I can't believe there was a time when I didn't have Alp. Thank you for making it." She actually said that to me. Alp, she'll thank you for it. Get some at alppouch.com.
We are all the way live at Mohegan Sun, where tomorrow night it's the final calendar event of the year for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Tonight, in the shadows of the arena out on the casino floor, everyone's here, everyone's excited. An amazing heavyweight main event. Somebody's getting knocked out tomorrow night. Maybe somebody will get knocked out up here. I don't know. I'm Brian Socha, the host of the Bare Knuckle Show, but I love hosting the weigh-in show too. But there's other people you got to meet. First of all, you got to meet the savage animal lunatics that are always here at Mohegan Sun. They're right here. Let's go! They're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's get down to it. I love these ladies. They are the most beautiful women in all of combat sports. You know them well, too. Stand up at home. Stand up. It's the Bare Knuckle Bombshells! When I blow the kisses like that, it doesn't work. They don't like it. I can't figure it out. But I do know someone they do like. This guy, they called him the walking fight of the night back in the day. Now they call him a commentator. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Chris Lights Out Lido! And ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, let's bring him up here. He's Mr. Live Worldwide. He's going to take you through the rest of this. Jeff Houston, let's go, Mohegan! Give it up for Jeff Houston!
Thank you very much, Brian. And what's going on, Mohegan Sun? Oh, man, what's going on? And we are back where we belong, right here at the Mohegan Sun Casino. And we are going to have a good time because we are closing out 2025 right here in Uncasville, Connecticut for BKFC Fight Night Mohegan Sun. And we are presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink, Forged Irish Stout, Amnesia Vodka, and so many more, including Alp nicotine pouches and Russia. Now let's talk about what's going on tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the final BKFC event of 2025, and you're going to be checking us out on the BKFC app. We've got a special start time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You're going to be able to check us out on the BKFC app, Fubo Sports, and also the official BKFC Instagram and YouTube pages. And then at 7 o'clock, we are exclusive on the BKFC app. I also want to give a big shout out, joining us on stage with Chris Lights Out Lytle. Let's hear it for representing the BKFC shop, Johnny G. He's been doing great things, and there's a lot of drops coming your way as far as BKFC merchandise. So make sure to go to bkfcshop.com for all of the new drops. Let's get this party started with our first fight of the night, and that is going down in the lightweight division. First to the scale, his MMA record stands at 15 fights, and tomorrow he makes his BKFC debut. From Omaha, Nebraska, here is Ashton No Chance Cornelia. Ashton Cornelia steps on at 148 even. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 5 victories opposite 2 defeats. And tomorrow he also makes his BKFC debut. From Staunton, Massachusetts, here is Travis the Outlaw Demko. Official weight, Travis Demko, 155 even.
All right, over here to the right, man. All right, guys, we're over here. Facing off.
And this is the first fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen, in the preview, 6 p.m. Eastern Time in the lightweight division. Travis Demko taking on Ashton Cornelia.
Good job, fellas. Face forward and pose off there, too. Face forward, get it. Get your love, get your thing. You look good. There you go. First fight, baby. Let's make it happen. Last card. Extra right, fellas. Extra right. Go that way, right? Oh, go left, go left, go left. Sorry.
As we always say, ladies and gentlemen, there's so many different ways that you can check out BKFC Fight Night Mohegan Sun. You're going to be able to watch us on the BKFC app, which is the best way to do it. Also, check us out on Fubo Sports and the official BKFC Instagram and YouTube pages for the Freeview. 3 fights coming your way on the Freeview. Next up, we move along to the light heavyweight division. First to the scale, he makes his BKFC debut tomorrow from Somersworth, New Hampshire. Here is David Burke. David Burke weighs in at 185 even. And his opponent holds a BKFC record at 1-0 from Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Here is Joe Bam Bam Peters.
How about a scale, bub? How about a scale?
Joe Peters, 186 even.
Have them face off now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is fight number 2 in the light heavyweight division. Joe Peters taking on the debuting David Burke.
Face forward, fellas, face forward. All right, good job, fellas. Exit left, exit left. Exit left, exit left. Exit this way. Which way? Oh.
All right, fight fans, next up we move along to the big boys of the heavyweight division. First to the scale, his MMA record stands at, his boxing record stands at 9 victories opposite a single defeat, and tomorrow he toes the line for the second time. From Geneva, New York, here is Aleem the Hammer Whitfield. Aleem Whitfield, 238 even. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 9 victories opposite 4 defeats, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Waterbury, Connecticut, by way of Porto Alegre, Brazil, here is Guilherme Viana. Guilherme Viana, 247 even.
Right,
I've said it once, I'll say it again. Big hands, bad intentions in the heavyweight division. Guilherme Viana taking on the returning Aleem Whitfield.
Doing everybody by the pay-per-view. Doing everybody by the app. We want you guys coming and banging. Let's go. It's good. Face forward, fellas. Face forward. Pose off that way. Face forward. Let's see. There we go. Who wants it? It's the best free fight we have right here. Off to the right. Head up to the right, fellas. Off to the right. Good job.
Moving on in the fight card, BKFC Fight Night Mohegan Sun, we bring you to the lightweight division. First to the scale, his MMA record stands at 6 victories opposite a single defeat, and he toes the line tomorrow ready for bare knuckle fight number 2. From Fort Smith, Arkansas, here is Stash the Flash Kirkendall.
Let's go, Stash!
Stash Kirkendall, 155.5. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 14 fights and a BKFC record at 1-0. From Peabody, Massachusetts, here is Rico DeShulo. Rico DeShulo, 156 even.
Let's go, Stash! Back up here, right here.
What a fight card we are bringing to you for the final fight card of 2025. Lightweight division, the undefeated Rico DeShulo taking on Stash Kirkendall.
Face forward, face forward, fellas. Face forward. There we go. Let's get it. Let's go, baby! Excellent, right. Good job, good job. Hop on in here, hop on in here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the ladies to take over the squared circle in the women's strawweight division. First to the scale, she is ready to toe the line tomorrow, ready for bare knuckle fight number 6. From Perth, Amboy, New Jersey, here is Gabriel Roman. Official weight for Gabriel Roman, 116 even. And her opponent holds a BKFC record of 2 victories opposite a single defeat. From Hudson, Florida, by way of Cape Town, South Africa, here is Crystal the Lovely Van Veek. Official weight, Crystal Van Veek, 114.5.
Hey, over here.
And this is fight number 6, ladies and gentlemen, in the women's strawweight division. Crystal Van Veek taking on Gabriel Roman.
Face forward, Eddie. Face forward. There we go. All right.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we move along to the Bantamweight division. First to the scale. He is ready to toe the line in the squared circle tomorrow for bare knuckle fight number 4. From Midland, Texas, here is Anthony Leonidas Sanchez. The holiday version, Anthony Sanchez, 135.3. And his opponent holds a BKFC record of 3 victories opposite a single defeat. From Worcester, Massachusetts, by way of Hartford, Connecticut, here is the Slick Cito Navarro. Cito Navarro steps on, 135 even.
All right, fellas, right over here. Let's get it, fellas.
What's that old saying, ladies and gentlemen? I fear the Greeks even when they bring gifts. There are going to be no gifts on those knuckles tomorrow, only demolition. In the Bantamweight division, Cito Navarro taking on Anthony Sanchez.
Face forward, pose up that way too. Get your love, come on. Good job, fellas. Excellent right. Good job, good job. Good job,
And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the middleweight division. First to the scale, his BKFC record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. From New Lexington, Ohio, here is Skylar Muller. Skylar Muller steps on, 174.5. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 11 victories opposite 3 defeats and a BKFC record at 1-0. From Cranston, Rhode Island, here is Gary Batman Boletto.
Up on the scale, boy. There we go.
Gary Boletto steps on, 175 even.
All right, fellas, wait.
Will we see a mauling of the Dark Knight tomorrow here at the Mohegan Sun Arena? Only time will tell, and that time is tomorrow in the middleweight division. Gary Boletto taking on Skylar Muller.
Face forward, fellas. Face forward, baby. There we go. It's going to be a fun one. Can't wait. Let's see it. Excellent right. Good job, fellas. Good job.
Here it comes, your BKFC Fight Night feature fight in the lightweight division. First to the scale, his MMA record stands at 7 fights, and tomorrow he makes his BKFC debut. From Tucson, Arizona, here is Anthony the Pistol Pike.
Now there is because one guy canceled the 111.
Anthony Pike steps on 155 even.
There we go.
His opponent is an MMA veteran of 23 fights and holds an overall bare-knuckle fighting record of 1 victory opposite a single defeat. From Abington, Massachusetts, here is Slippery Pete, Peter Barrett.
Of course.
Peter Barrett steps on 154 even. On your feature fight, ladies and gentlemen, will the slippery one be able to outdraw the pistol? It's all about Peter Barrett and Anthony Pike.
Look forward, face forward, face forward. I want to see it. You little guys, you guys gonna bring it?
Right here. This is the main event. Let's go.
All right, extra right. That's what I was talking about. Agreed.
And now we present your BKFC Fight Night co-main event in the middleweight division. First to the scale, his boxing record stands at 6 fights and holds an undefeated BKFC record at 2-0. From Hurricane, Utah, here is the undefeated David the Sandman Sanchez.
Let's go, David!
David Sanchez, 175 even.
There we go. Good job.
And his opponent holds an MMA record of 19 fights and a BKFC record of 2 victories opposite 2 defeats. From Springfield, Massachusetts, here is Pat, the Gorilla Ninja Casey. Pat Casey steps on at an identical 175 even.
Our fellas are right here.
For those of you keeping track, this is fight number 9, your co-main event in the middleweight division. Pat Casey and David Sanchez.
Face forward, fellas. Pose off that way. Posing off to the front to the crowd. Let's see it last time. Good job, fellas. Excellent right. Good job. Good work.
And here comes the BKFC Fight Night main event. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what a way to close out 2025 than in my definite favorite division here at BKFC, the heavyweight division. First to the scale, his MMA record stands at 15 fights, and he is undefeated in the squared circle at 3-0. From Dallas, Texas, by way of Kansas City, Kansas, here is the undefeated Anthony, the Warrior of Christ, Garrett. Anthony Garrett steps on at 264 even. And his opponent is a true MMA veteran of 23 fights and is also undefeated in the BKFC squared circle at 2-0. From West Hartford, Connecticut, here is the undefeated Parker Porter. Official weight, Parker Porter, 254 even. And here it is, the final fight of 2025 in the heavyweight division. Someone's O has gotta go. The undefeated Parker Porter taking on the undefeated Anthony Garrett.
Last fight of the year. Last fight of the year.
All right. Anthony Garrett, you were already on this card, but then you got moved up to the main event, taking on the hometown boy. This is a huge opportunity for you to stay undefeated and keep those first-round knockouts coming. What are you going to do tomorrow night right in that arena to that dude right there, Parker Porter?
I'm going to fight him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight him. I'm going to bring the fight to him. I know he's going to bring it to me, and I can't fucking wait. Yeah.
Could stay undefeated, could stay undefeated. Also undefeated, especially right here in the Mohegan Sun. You got a bigger opponent, a younger opponent. He's got more fights in the BKFC. Everything is against you in this fight, but you're at home and you're going to have your people here.
That's right. I'm going to be here. Everything's against me here. That's life, man. You got to keep going. We're going to bring it tomorrow night. We're going to put on a fucking great show for everybody here. Don't blink, guys. This is going to be fireworks. And then we're looking at that belt next. One of us is going for that belt.
I like it. Everybody's on the same page here. That's right. It all goes down here tomorrow night. Mohegan Sun Arena. If you can't be here, BKFC.com. Get the app. You don't want to miss it. 6 o'clock start time right here at the Mohegan Sun. I'm Cyrus Fees. We'll see you tomorrow night.